There was a recent news story that came out about this pastor, and it was a lady that was associated with him as well. And it was seemed like it was a church in Florida or somewhere like that. And what happened is they ended up getting raided by the FBI from the look of the news clips. You can definitely look at it online. But what struck me is when the business that was next door to us saw some people outside cutting the grass, and they offered them some water from what one of the employees said. And he said he saw some weird things going on, like they were events with these big curtains up and all this other stuff. And what it made me think about is this could be one of these stories in showing the general public why younger people today have an issue with church and even going to church at that. Just getting them in the building because of all these different stories that come out that the younger generation is not going for. So, for example, where you would have a lot of mega churches, for example, the bigger the church is, the more things that they have to take care of, the more money that they're going to have to take care of the necessary things they need within the organization itself. But in this particular mix, what you will see is with larger churches is they have to have a lot of money in order to take care of the things that is going on within the church itself. So what you have is you have this influx of mega churches that will have, really nice residents or private jets and things like that. And it makes the people, the congregation, the church, not even want to even come or believe in it anymore because they're seeing the outcome. They're seeing all these things happen. And you have these news stories come out of these pastors, which is always coming out every year. You find a pastor who has been taking money from the church or taking money and spending it on themselves, on their elaborate lifestyles. And this is one of the indications here of why a lot of younger people don't even want to deal with church anymore. And so when you see these stories, you don't hear many pastors coming out and actually talking about it. What you hear is only when the stories when people are not showing up. And so we have a problem that we have to deal with right now. And here's the thing, there could be many more out there that have not yet been caught. So you have to also think about that as well. But then on the other side, is you have to be extremely careful in the sense that now a lot of churches are now moving online. So you no longer have to be in the building, you have to be online. And you know what? When you look how AI is doing things right now, I will not be surprised you have a lot more virtual churches where people would then have a artificial version of the pastor in their home. Think about that.